Going live. You're live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Might be real laggy off the bat, but how you guys doing? Oh, we're talking about Crown Town again, are we? Of course we are. Because why wouldn't we? Let's turn this light back on. Bam! Wow, we always gotta talk about Crown Town. Oh. Oh, I got a cord hanging in front of the camera. Crown Town for best of 2020. No way. No way. We all know that's not true either. Hello. Okay, what do we got the comments already? Pretty underwhelming compilation, and then almost every song on this comp landed on my best of 2022. So, I mean, okay, we're got a little back and forth. Hello. We out here, boys. Yoshimori Lewis and Drew Bryson. Scath. Reek. Yeah, the good old duality of man. I'm excited. I'm excited for this album. I do not listen to a lot of color bass normally, so I'm intrigued to hear how this is going to be. I was intrigued off the previews, though. I'll say that. The previews that came out, that was actually pretty cool. Long time since I've been here on these streams. GMT plus 2 hits different. Oh, why are you up at 3 a.m., Scath? I mean, actually, that's fair. I'm gonna assume you're in high school. I was up till super late when I was in high school all the time. So 2, 3, 4, 5 is very normal for me. But yeah, wow, that is being here at 3 a.m. is that's legendary. This is probably one of the worst times I could stream this specific project because Chime, I believe, is from the UK. And so I think a lot of the color-based people are also from the UK or from Europe. And it's like 2 a.m. there or midnight. And so this is probably not the best time to be streaming this specific album. But that's the only time I have because I don't want to stream at, what would it be for me? Like if it's, I guess noon today, but I was working today, so that's the problem. Yes, Scath, read you like a book. Oh, Infowler, hello. Color Bass Volume 3, you're here. Did I spell it correctly? Or are you just saying it? No, I am. Hello, Infowler's here. You got a song on this, Infowler. I'm excited to listen to it. I think we're going to wait another minute or two before we actually get going. Let some more people trickle in here and there. And then we will get going listening to the comp. We will go in order. So Infowler, your track will be second last. Hyperbolt, hello. You're going to love Infowler's song. Yeah, I heard in the React, in the React series that I did, reacting to your submissions, there was, I feel like it was an Infowler and Convexity collab. Was that an actual thing that existed? I can't remember what song it was. Listen to it. I remember enjoying it. Infowler. I'm trying to think about what song it would have been. It was a remix. It was an Infowler remix of, I should look through album art, see what I remember from album arts. It may have not been on Spotify. It may have been a non-Spotify track. It might have been the Convexity collab. That sounds familiar to me. I can picture the album art a little bit in my head, but not entirely. But that's besides the point. We'll listen to some Infowler anyways. Yes, that was it. The Mars 6 remix. That was it. That sounds very familiar. That sounds quite familiar. So I'm quite certain that was it. But, it's 5 here. It is time to get going. We will obviously let people trickle in as it goes on, but we're gonna listen through. This is the Color-Based Volume 3 compilation, I guess technically presented by Chime. Chime started the Rushdown label, to my knowledge at least. I don't think I'm missing anything. And this is the Volume 3 of the color base. I don't know, my words are being funky here, but yeah. We're going to go ahead and listen to it, because why not? I saw there was already a original stream, when like an hour, 45-minute stream on the Rushdown YouTube account that I wanted to go listen to, but I literally just got home from work and set this up, so I have not had time to do that since. So we're going to do it now, though. So first track, I mean, Chime's got to start it with his own track. I mean, obviously, that makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and listen to it. So this is Chime Cloud Factory. I expect a lot of sound design that's similar to this. Yeah. Very interesting first take so far. Round two. Ooh, I like this part. This is fun. Okay. I guess I don't need to do it for the album art or whatever, forget what I was going to say. Round 1, song 1 of 20. It is Chime's own Cloud Factory. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the way that these listening parties go, I am going to put out a little poll at the end of each track, which is just a standout good or meh or bad. And you just get to vote on what you think the track is, on how much you enjoy the track, whether you think it's a standout, good, meh, or bad track. And we will put them all into a giant spreadsheet, and in the end, we will kind of do a mini ranking, a Bowtied gang mini ranking. But yeah, first track, Chime here. So I just want to preface this also by saying I don't listen to a lot of color bass, so this is almost like a journey of me trying to figure out what I even like in color bass, my style of color bass. I definitely don't love rhythm, and I think this was an offshoot of rhythm in some capacity, I believe. I may not be 100% certain on that. Or it spawned from that kind of subgenre. Already the subgenre spawned off another subgenre, but it was fun. You guys are talking definitely about the Chime snares, which are classic. I'm really intrigued just to know what of a lot of the color bass I've listened to is specifically just Chime's color bass, or his stuff, because he's the artist I'm most familiar with. And so I'm interested to see what of it is like Chime and what of it is like the actual genre. And I know Chime, I think he technically started the color bass idea, or the name, coined the term, but I'm intrigued. I did vote just meh on it. I wasn't over the hills for the track. I think I need a little more. I don't know. It's just not my style. Like, color bass is my style a ton. But I'm intrigued to hear the rest of this, and I'm not hoping, but we'll see if it changes my opinion listening through the rest of this compilation. So. Yeah, that was it. That was Chime's Cloud Factory. Next up, we have SirensCeol, I believe it's pronounced. Never Leave. Here we go. Don't be afraid. Ooh. I'm liking this so far. This is fun. I do like how fun color bass is, though, even as a concept of just like, it feels so engaging as a genre. It doesn't feel very stale. Okay, that was SirensCeol's Never Leave. What do you think of that track? I enjoyed the first drop more than the second. The second felt like it was a little more chill, a little more pulled back. Then it kind of came in with that the second half of the second drop and kind of added some more punch to it. I did like it better than Chime's song, I will say. I did enjoy it just a tad bit more than Cloud Factory. The one thing I'll say, not one thing I'll say. What was I gonna say? Wow, I totally lost my train of thought there. I was thinking about something completely different about this little sheet that I have here that I have to fill stuff in. So, I totally lost my train of thought. But I enjoyed the track. For color base, that was a good, I don't know, I want to say introduction to the genre. Not even introduction, but I voted good on this one. I enjoyed it more than the Chime track, just a little bit. It felt a little more, oh yeah, what I was going to say. Here's what I was going to say. I like the vocals, the little bit of vocals I added in, and I kind of wanted more of them. I kind of wanted more of those vocals, more of that sound. It was good. It was subtle, but in a good way. I was left wanting more. There's just a little bit at the beginning, a little bit in the middle, and a little bit in the end. I was like, hey, I don't mind those. I think it could use some more vocals. So, because you don't hear, from what I've heard at least, I don't hear a ton of vocals in color-based tracks. For what I've heard, so I think it's in a minority. I would say about 25%, maybe less than that. What the color base I've listened to as vocals, but I like hearing vocals in tracks. To me, more often than not, I think a vocal adds to a track rather than takes away. So I'm more often than not a fan of vocals. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna end the poll right there. I think I like this part very well. Definitely prefer the first drop. Dem vocal chops do be hitting different for me. This is straight good for me. Have you heard this LP? If you mean this LP is in this compilation, I have not heard the compilation yet. This is my first listen through. If you mean an LP by SirensCeol, I have not heard an actual album from SirensCeol, but as an EP or as a compilation, I have not heard this yet. So far, this one, the Chime one beats out SirensCeol for the top track of the compilation. Moving into song number 2, this is Quartzone and LM Inutilia? Inutilia. I have no idea if I'm saying that right, but here we go. Hello, Contra. feel like I could use more of that drop. Okay, it kind of just dropped off randomly, but, you know, whatever. Okay, what do you guys think of Quartzone and LM's Inutilia? I have no idea how to actually say it correctly, but what do you guys think? What do I think about that track? I felt like, to me, there was a weirder dissonance between the drops and the verses, or the verse sections, the non-drop sections. It felt like there was, I don't know how to describe it. It was like the transition didn't feel as smooth. I think the volume dropped off a little bit going into the non-verse sections. But I really did enjoy the drops. I like the idea of what the drops were doing and the motifs they were going for. The sound was great. You were talking about the texture of the track, which I also really enjoyed as well. Yeah. That one wasn't bad. I did enjoy that one. I still voted meh just because that's just me. I'm very hard on songs, I would say. I think last year overall I gave I don't know, probably 30 standouts all year. And so that's just a context for obviously it's not because of Crown Town. Gosh. Yeah. So that's that. We're going to end the poll right there. We'll see where it goes, but I think a lot of you will be excited for the next one. My viewer base specifically really does enjoy the AU5. So here we go. This is Cryptochrome by AU5. Very classic AU5. Okay. Halfway done? Got some varying comments in the comment section. Varying thoughts. This does sound like classic 85 though. Okay. AU5, Cryptochrome. What do you guys think? I'm intrigued. I'm seeing a lot of varying comments, a lot of various thoughts in the comments here. So what do you guys think? It is my personal favorite track of the compilation so far. I'm a sucker for AU5. I feel you can definitely hear I mean, it's a very AU5 track, like just his signature sound design and just his production quality as well. You can just hear that it's AU5 through and through. In the first drop, I think there were a lot of sections where I could hear it almost go to like a heavy like mellow dub drop, and then it just like swings up and becomes like a brighter color-based style drop. And so just I liked hearing how you could literally go in and just replace any portion of the song, any color-based portion of the song with a like heavier mellow dub, and it would fit right in with AU5's discography. And this obviously does too. But yeah, this is one of my favorites of the compilation so far for sure. Just something about AU5's his quality and what he does is just his sound design, his atmospheres. He's so good at what he does. And so this is very different for him. And while it's not my favorite part of AU5, it's not my favorite style of AU5, I still do enjoy it. So we're going to end the poll right there. And that's probably, based off of the votes I'm seeing here, going to be the top song of the compilation so far. There's only 4 songs anyways. But yeah, let's hop into our next track. This is Nasko by Blossom. Here we go. That was the top track of the album so far, or the compilation. Did I say Nasky by Blossom? Sorry. Nasko. Blossom by Nasko. Yeah, sorry. Gets right into it. It's definitely the heaviest song of the compilation so far, for sure. Of the 5 tracks you listened to. I can see that. Sounds similar to something off Virtual Riot. I can feel that. Wow, okay. Okay, Blossom by Nasko. What do you guys think of that track? That one kept going. Like, it just went and went and went, and it never really stopped. And so that may be a good thing for you, that may not be. Who knows? I mean, it's your own opinion, but I voted meh on that. I kind of like the idea of what Lawrence and what was it, Zen Track were saying. One feels like it lacks a lot in terms of melodic progression. I get that. It kind of just it got to a certain point and then kind of stayed there. Didn't really feel like it was really moving a ton, like just where the track was going. And it's nice at the same time. The drop sound is a little bit forced. I feel that, Lawrence. I actually do feel that. So yeah. That one feels like it for me. I don't know. That one, that one, yeah, I liked it I definitely liked the first drop. I think if the second drop was a little more, I don't know, different, was a little different than the first, I would have appreciated a little bit more, but I'm not a producer, so who am I to say anything? Crown Town is better. Yeah, we're going to end the poll there, and that's it. Yeah. We're moving on to the next song. This is Modus and Vital Mode. Color Ringtone. That's the track. Here we go. Oh, hello, Paper Skies. Ooh, I love the pan. Wow, just like Lost, and this is just, it goes from the start. Oh, I feel that rain. I feel like old Nitro finally. You made dubstep back then. That's fun. Oh man, is it gonna go hard? Oh! Wow.
Please check your mailbox. A new message has arrived.
Okay. Okay, the song switched over because of my fade, but Color Ringtone. What do you guys think of that track? That was quite intriguing. I have not quite heard any color bass like that up to this point. The color bass I've listened to is really not like that. So that was something that was kind of fun. It was all over the place and in a good way. I felt like it was really exploring the whole atmosphere of the track. I just felt like it just sounded like the producers were just having fun. Like Modus and Vital Modus sounded like they were just having fun with the whole thing. The drops still had enough of the same melody or same line to it that stayed consistent throughout while still branching off into all these different areas. And so the drops sounded consistent the whole time. I like the idea of the ringtone too, especially using that in the middle part. I enjoyed that. That was a fun track for sure. I voted good on it. I don't think it's quite standout, but yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed that track. I think that was definitely a more experiential track, but that was fun. I really enjoyed that. So we're going to end the poll right there, and we're moving on to Convexity with Aurora Beam. Good old Pokemon move. Here we go. Do I have a card with Aurora Beam? Some random cards I got earlier. Anything with Aurora Beam? Galarian Slowbro.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you.
No cards with Aurora Beam here. Wait, I skipped it. We'll continue with the song. I'm sorry. I skipped away. We'll continue with this song. We'll continue with radio silence, and then we'll go back. I'm sorry. We'll go back. I'm so sorry. people remember that.
I hope you're doing really good. Call me sometime, okay?
Okay, I gotta pause it before it ends, or else I'm gonna skip it like I did the Convexity track. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys called. Everyone in chat literally called me out, so thank you for that. Okay, KERO Radio Silence. What do you guys think of that track? I think this would be a really good introduction to color-based style track. Something about it is it's I don't extract. So I'm a big fan of like trip chill style stuff, trip hop, and this has a lot of those similar motifs and sound designs to it and style, while still hitting those hints of color base with like those kind of wonky trappish sounds that you guys were talking about, and so I feel that. I feel like this is, if someone listens to this kind of chill, more relaxed, like chill beats kind of stuff, and you introduce them to this style or this song, they will be more inclined to or be more receptive to color bass in the future. So I actually really enjoyed that because I enjoy that trip hop kind of style sound. I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thought this was one of the better tracks of the compilation so far. Maybe potentially even my favorite. I really like the sounds. I love wonky when it's done well, when wonk's done well, and I think this is a great example of that. So I was a fan. We're gonna end the voting there. That might be our first standout track of the compilation. Let me just check. There may have been enough in the voting to sway it to. Let's see. Did it hit it? It did. It is our first standout track of the compilation. You're like, hey, standout even didn't get most of the votes. I have this algorithm, this math stuff that does the algorithms in the end. But yeah, that's how it goes. We are now going back to the song that I was distracted of my Pokemon cards, Aurora Beam by Convexity. So here we go. Finally. He's felt. I'm sorry, Convexity. I didn't mean to. Wow. I love the division in the comment section. Okay. Convexity joins right as the song finishes. Hello. The timing. I'm sorry if you missed out on actually listening through your song, but I did accidentally skip it. So that's one thing. Okay, what do you guys think of that track, or Aurora Beam? The song I skipped over because I had Pokemon cards in my hand. This was a little different for me. I'm sorry, Convexity, but not quite my favorite style of color base. It feels like it's a little what's the word for it? Like obviously it's aggressive, and it comes in and packs like a punch and then pulls back right away when it comes to the non-drop sections, and so it does it comes in with like a right hook and then just like a soft little pat on the cheek. I personally not the hugest fan of the style track, but I mean that's okay. That's how personal preferences work. I did accidentally skip it, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, you didn't have to know, but now we're saying it all. But you guys are primarily saying good to stand out on this, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Why did you skip me? I didn't mean to, Convexity. I'm sorry. The problem is that it was at your song, and I always hit skip rather than play, and the other song went a little too long, and so I hit skip, and so I'm sorry. But we're there. Guys, I feel bad. I'm sorry. But that's the poll there. That is the track. It's going to end up in good almost for sure. At the very, very end of the stream, we will look at the ranking based off of your guys' percentages of votes. Everyone has their own opinion. Thanks, Convexity. I'm trying to think about the other... Oh, that's a totally another thing. But let's move on to the next track, DDD Moon Princess. This one, people have told me to listen to DDD for a while. I don't think I ever really did. There was one song on one listening party that I went and listened to, but this is the longest song of the compilation coming up, so I'm intrigued to hear this. So here we go. This is DDD's Moon Princess. Yeah, almost 7 minutes. I got a whole change up halfway through here. Okay. DDD. Bringing it in. Landing calm. What do you guys think? Poll is in the comments below now. What do I think of that track? It was a journey. It was a real journey of a track that went on a lot of different... what's the... Yeah. Yeah, it really felt like it took you on a journey. I mean, it felt like there was two songs in one here. At the halfway point, it took a whole different turn, with a whole different melody, a whole different front line, just where it was going. So yeah, that was fun, bro. I gotta take my dog out of this room. Yeah, I thought the song was super fun. I don't think it was as long as it seemed like. For an almost 7-minute track, I think when I got to the end, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's finally done. I was like, yeah, like that was a good length of track. Yeah, that one was a little more for me. Wow, my dog is really going crazy. So. We're going to end the poll there, and we're going to move on to the next track. This is Paper Skies with Flowstate. Here we go. Ooh. I love how wet that sounds. It's smooth. That wasn't too loud. Okay, Flowstate, Paper Skies. Damn, I was a huge fan of that. That was probably one of my favorites on the compilation so far. Again, I'll reiterate. I loved how wet it was, and I loved how a lot of the color base that we've heard so far isn't as dark. It isn't. What am I trying to say here? There's not as much as an emphasis on the darker sounds of a track, and so I think, or I really enjoyed how Paper Skies took the main drop section, still had that bright, plucky sound that Color Base is kind of known for, but then in the mid section is just when it was like, you know what? No, we're gonna flip this around. We're gonna do a total 180 here, and we're gonna go for this really wet, dark sound. And so I was a huge fan. I think they worked together seamlessly as well. They transitioned in and out of each other. The sections, yeah, I enjoyed that one quite a bit. That was probably one of the better, I'm a sucker for that kind of wet sound. I don't know what it is. I guess that's just me. That's my preference. Excuse me. I was a fan. So, we're going to put the poll up for a little bit here. I love how wholesome you guys are all in the comments here. We have Convexity, Paper Skies, Infowler's here. So I'm glad you guys are here. I'm happy that I can have give some joy and put these songs out as much as I can. But yeah, that was next time. Can you only do songs made from water? That would be crazy. You'd have to do a lot of processing on some of those tracks to make some sounds. But I was a fan. So that's the poll is going to end right there. Up next, Surphase Flimsy. We are at the halfway point now of this compilation listening party, and we're at exactly an hour, pretty much. So here we go. Here is Surphase. Through the scores, by the way, Paper Skies track is the #1 song so far from our votes. It surpassed Radio Silence. Ooh. This is really interesting. Okay. Surphase's Flimsy. What do you guys think of that track? Poll coming in the comments. What do you guys think? It just never finishes. Yeah, I enjoyed the track. It wasn't, this one was a little bit less of my personal preference. There was that weird line, I think, what was it? Pogritzy? I don't even know how to say that correctly. Says the song walks a fine line between chaos and masterful composition. I feel that. I feel that, and to me, it was a little bit more on the chaotic side. I don't know, just that the more aggressive style color base, I just don't think is for me as much. I like the more melodic driven style stuff, and so the melodic or chill. So I enjoyed the track. I like the ideas of what it was going for, but I think in the end, it just wasn't for me. So it was just a meh track for me. But you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I'm obviously okay being the minority here. That's how personal preferences work. That's how music works. So we're gonna end the poll right there as we're moving on to the next track. This is Neddie, Kelp Forest. Here we go. Yeah, it's the most predominant piano I think I've heard yet. Ooh. To see where this next drop's gonna go. Rip Aaron. Vote your own music 100%. Convexity is just so wholesome. Wow, okay. Neddie, Kelp Forest. What do you guys think of that track? I haven't listened to Neddie before. So that was my first track of theirs, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was a fun track. It kind of teetered that line between chill and not, and still having that very prominent kind of synth line. Hope that makes sense. It went a little back and forth. Like, I mean, the beginning part technically, or not technically, it was bookended by a nice like piano ballad almost that I did not expect it when it actually came in, and then just went dun dun dun. And I was like, whoa, okay. And it wasn't It wasn't as abrupt though. It felt like it really matched the transition between the piano section and the drops. I felt like they really flowed together well, and they worked. So okay. But yeah. It's pronounced, oh gosh, their name, Pogoretsky. Okay. But hello, Rue. Glad you stopped by for a second at least. Moving on to the next track, Killin Void Energy. Here we go. It has exclamation marks, so I feel like I gotta use it. Did I skip it again? I skipped it again. I'm sorry, guys. We'll do it on Unexotic Minds. I'm so sorry. See, that's what happened to Convexity. Sus. I'm only human, okay? Oh man, that was heavy. Okay, I gotta pause it before the song actually ends, or else I'm gonna skip. Okay, so just so you know, the reason I skip a song accidentally is because I have my Spotify crossfade on, and before the song ends, I want to listen to as much of the song as I can. But if I forget to pause it at the end, it'll go to the next song, even though we're not actually hearing the next song. It's doing the transition. And then I hit skip every time rather than play. So I got to just start hitting play instead of skip. That's why I accidentally skip. Or I go to the next song. Okay. What do you guys think? Nemesy and BeutNoise, Unexotic Minds. So that was very different. That was so far, by far, the most different track of this compilation. And I feel like if I was in a mood for it, I would really enjoy the song. If I was in like getting ready for, I don't work out, but I play volleyball. And so if I were getting ready for a volleyball game, I feel like I would put that on and be like, yeah, like I would get in the zone and it would be like a kind of a hype up kind of track. So yeah, I enjoyed it for that purpose. I don't know if I would listen to it again and again just by itself, or yeah, I don't know. The song had just a whole different atmosphere. The whole style of it was different than the rest of the compilation, which is not a bad thing. I think it's good for compilations to have a lot more variety, especially when there's a whole thing based off of a genre. Here it's color based. It's different from like a Monster Cat compilation, which, I mean, pre-Uncaged Instinct, you're gonna have anything in there. You're going to have down tempo, you're going to have garage, you're going to then have your dubstep and drum and bass, hard dance, trance. So it's going to be all over the place. So it was quite a unique track, I will say. But in the end, it ended up just being a meh for me. But you guys are majority voting good, and I get that. It's definitely a fun tune. I think that's one that you need to be in the mood for, I think, specifically to really get the most out of that kind of style track. So that was the end of the poll. We will now finally go back to Killin Void Energy. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm a scrub, so I'll just hit play this time rather than skip. Just play. I'll get in the habit of just doing that. Okay, here we go. Too hot. Gonna drop. No, I'll wait till the end of this one. Bye, Reek. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Killin Void's Energy. What do you guys think of that track? That one's teetering the line for me. I think that second drop, I wouldn't say redeemed the song, but definitely enhanced the project. I feel like the whole track, the whole first half of the track was leading up to the second half. Of establishing what the track was going for, the motifs, the melody line, and then just doing that times times 100 on the back end of the track. I loved the vocal effect he used at the back end. The back last drop, I felt like it had more punch to it as well. So I enjoyed that track. It was a lot of fun. I think it's another one similar to the Unexotic Minds, where if I'm in a mood for that, like if I need some energy, I feel like that track would be like, oh my gosh, I would lose my mind if I'm just like almost feel, I don't box, but I feel like I'm a boxer getting ready or anything like that. And if that were to play, I'd be like, this would be my hype song. So I enjoyed it. It was a fun track for sure, with a lot of energy. So we're going to end the poll there. And we're moving on to Kaval's Higher. Here we go.
We're
Okay, this does sound a lot like Oliver's to me. See a contra. Ooh. Okay, Kaval's Getting Higher. What do you guys think of that track? I will say, I enjoyed it. Again, just like the last track, I think the second drop was I feel like the whole first half of the song set up the second half better. Or set up the second half to succeed more, I should say. The one gripe I have with the song, the stronger gripe I have, is that the Getting Higher, it's said a lot. It's said a lot. It's a little repetitive in that sense. So that was the one thing I didn't necessarily love about the track, is that I was just getting high. It was just again and again and again. But other than that, I didn't think it was too bad. It was a fun track. I say fun for everything, but that's kind of just what Color Bass is. It's just fun music. It's just really entertaining, creative, sometimes wonky, sometimes wet, fun music. And I'm glad that compilations like this exist. And I'm glad that Chime coined this term of color bass. But yeah, that's where the track is. We're going to end the poll right there as we're moving into The Living Proof. Here with me. Here we go. I'm going to leave really quick. But trust me, I am listening to the song. Trust me. I got my phone. I'll be listening to the song. Convexity left in the middle. Okay, The Living Proof here with me. What do you guys think of that track? I agree with some of the sentiment that you guys are saying in the comments about how it's a good track, but if it's pretty basic color base, I want to say, or straightforward color base, and so if you were to tell someone what does color base sound like, they would kind of play this song, and so I enjoyed it, but I wasn't over the moon for it. I think there were some more creative tracks in the rest of this compilation up to this point, just different ideas, different production styles that I think were more up my alley when it came to what the song was trying to convey. And so to me the song was just a meh, but that is okay. Again, I'm the minority. There's tons of goods. There are tons of goods this compilation, so I think every song is going to be at least good for sure, or in that category. But we're going to end the poll there as we are moving on to the next track, MrKoolTrix, Jumble. Here we go. Is this Leotrix's brother? Or are you just joking? Because it's KoolTrix. Yes, Pogoretsi, I agree. If color base was NCS, it's this song. It's his sister. Okay, MrKoolTrix's Jumble. What do you guys think of that one? I agree with Pogratzik for sure. It sounds so much like if Color Base was on NCS, or this sounds a lot like an NCS track. I don't know what it is. Is it like the like a punchy bass line mixed with a like really synth heavy melody? Like is that why it sounds NCS-y? Like what makes the NCS sound? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that was honestly probably my least favorite of the compilation so far. It just didn't seem like it packed a whole ton. You guys are saying that this is an amateur producer anyways, so I mean, cool that they're on this compilation, but yeah, to me that just seemed I wasn't really intrigued. I wasn't brought into the track, wasn't brought into the atmosphere. I didn't really, yeah. So Audio Jungle. I actually use Audio Jungle for work, by the way. It's a fun fact and sounds right. But yeah, I guess that's kind of where it's going to be. You guys are predominantly voting meh, and so I get that. So we're going to end the poll there. We've got 3 tracks left. We've got similar Outskirts, Hold On, coming up right now. It did land up and good. It did end up in good. By the smallest margin. Did that track end up in good? Wow, Scaff. Hey, vibin'. Rare Bun just commented Rare Bun. Do I like most of the comp so far? I gave a lot of 6s and 7s, I'll say. Okay, for those of you that just joined, Rare Bun came, Vibin got game. Rare Bun, I can't believe you slept. That's impossible. But so far, I think my average score is about a 6.5 throughout the rest of the project so far. Let's see, where my actual scores at? My scores Set to average this out. Is it 6.2? 6.25 is my average score at this point. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's super. The fun is the big word I've been using a lot. Fun for these tracks, but they're nothing really more than that. They're kind of just like a almost like a one and done kind of deal for me. There's some songs in here that are super intriguing and creative and super fun to listen to, but for the most part, it's just like I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think a lot of them are fun tracks, but color bass isn't necessarily my genre. So, but yeah. Poll. Majority of you are voting good, as always happens. That track, you guys are saying a lot. It sounds like video game music, and I totally get that. I totally hear the video game influences here on that track. And so, yeah, I enjoyed it. It felt a little more, just like kind of the last one, a little more basic, or I should say here with than here with me. Sound a little more basic, kind of a little more on point for color base in general. So that's where we're going to end the poll there. Infowler, if you are still here, I would be shocked. But if you are, we're at your song. Infowler featuring Azuria Sky, Skydreamer. Here we go. You are still here. Wonderful, man. Such patience. Much good. Such wow. Really wrote in foul. I wrote flower, didn't I? There's a description here. Yeah, I wrote flower. As someone that gets their name spelled wrong a lot, I'm sorry. My real name. Ooh, I like the strings. Info. Ooh, I love that synth line on top. Well, what are you doing in the back half here? Are we gonna let it breathe? Oh. Oh! I like that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. What do you guys think of that song? I would say for sure this is the only song on the compilation that I would describe as a beautiful track. It serves its purpose in the more, it goes for the more emotional punch. It goes for the calm, relaxing, just beautiful style of track. This was one of my favorites of the comp for sure. Yeah, that was great. I miss that. I miss that kind of style of overarching. Dubstep has a lot of this style, in the overarching of the genre, and I miss that with this compilation so far. I forgot how much I miss this style of music, just because a lot of the rest of it is like I've said before, it's plunky or plucky. It's very I don't even know the word. Yeah, plucky is probably the best word to put it. The whole thing is plucky and happy, and this one is happy to some extent. It depends how you look at it, but it definitely tugs on the heartstrings a little bit more. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. It was a great change of pace, and I actually really like that it's in the back of the track list. I know sometimes it sucks having a song so late in the track list, but if I've learned anything from the Monster Cat compilations, it's always these kind of emotional punches, gut punches, are at the end of the tracks, at the end of the track list. So, like Fiji Ouija is one of my favorite artists, and his songs and directs are always at the end of the track lists in the old Monster Cat compilations and stuff. So that was just that was a total sidebar, but enjoyed the song quite a bit. Yeah, we're going to end the poll there. We'll see where it lands after. We will be doing a full recap at the very end of where the tracks are. The song gives off emotional damage vibes. Get ascended. Our final track of the compilation, ThatOnePhoenix is Lost. Here we go. And thanks for sticking around, Infowler. It did hit standout. It's tied for second on the album. Whoa. Is this house? Is this almost even house? Nah, not quite. Oh yeah, okay, maybe it is. I mean, the compilation is called Color Base. I guess it doesn't have to all be Color Base. It's Fast House. wanted more though. I wanted more. Okay, and that is the compilation. That is ThatOnePhoenix. Lost. What do you guys think of that track? We will talk about the compilation in full after the track is finished. Dang, that was fun. That was the least color-based like track of the compilation. And so part of me kind of thinks that this should have been switched with Skydreamer, and Skydreamer should have been the last track, but that's just my opinion. It's a fun finale to end on, but I kind of like honing in on the actual kind of color-based sound at the end. It did have those nice plucky sounds as they're used to, and I know it's really cheesy to say they sound like chimes, like those kind of chime sounds that make color-based the way it is, because it is Chime's bread and butter, I guess. Wow, my words. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that is our final track. That might actually be the best of the compilation based off of how you guys are voting. That might actually be the last track, the penultimate track, sitting both in first and second favorite spot. Dang, I guess we're going to end the poll there, and I think it's going to end up being the number one track of the comp. Based off your guys' votings. I enjoyed it for sure. I thought it was super fun. I love the more house approach to it. And so whether or not you really want to categorize it as house doesn't really even matter in the end. But yeah, that is going to be our number one. So while we quickly, I'm going to sort this stuff, and we will see how the compilation ended up. Okay. So let me just quickly go over to OBS and then do a window capture of this. Perfect. Okay, this is our track list. This is the final list of the night. The number one track that you guys voted on was ThatOnePhoenix by Lost, followed by Paper Sky's Flowstate, and then Infowler's and Skydreamer and KERO's Radio Silence are tied with 4 standout tracks for the compilation. And then at the very bottom here, we've got MrKoolTrix's Jumble, which still ends up in the good category. So this is a phenomenal comp based off of the amount of standouts and goods we've had. Let's compare this is Virtual Riot's album right here. When we did this, the last time we did a listening party for Virtual Riot's album, look how many good and standouts there are, and then look at how much all of this too. And so I'll hide this so we can just see exactly what just this is, but yeah, I'm impressed with the comp. I thought it was great. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. So, strong comp for sure. That's going to be it though. I was going to do a quick poll about, last compilations and stuff, but I'm not sure everyone's actually listened to them. So, Infowler, tied for third. You have tied for third. Yeah. That is it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around the whole time. Some of you, like Scath, go to bed. What? It's almost 5 a.m. for you? Go to bed. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been a real blast. I was really excited to do it. And thanks for all the Rushdown peeps coming in and sticking around. Infowler, Convexity. You guys were a real blessing to have in chat. So, and I know there's more of you. But yeah. Thanks for sticking around. I've been Bowtied Media. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.